How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. It's time to review The Night Manager. This is a new AMC show, or I believe it was a British show, or I believe it was like telecasted before in Britain. They've already shown the whole series, and now they're bringing it to America. I don't have the full details. Don't quote me on that. Tom Hiddleston's in here. Hugh Laurie, enough to get me to watch the show, man. It's only a 6-episode run. 6 weeks, no big deal. Check it out, you know what I mean. So here's my spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. You go to AMC.com, watch the episode there online, or, DVR. They're showing it all week, man. So make sure check out that video. I don't know whether to call this Season 1, Episode 1, or I'm assuming it's just 6 episodes, but you know how shows are. Wayward Pines, a 10-episode event, renewed for Season 2. So you don't know. I mean, it could be renewed for Season 2 for all we know. So I guess I just put episode 1, episode 2, or premiere, and then episode 2 review. So make sure to keep in contact with me, man. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose people where they can't find me the next week if they want to check out episode 2. Be like, oh shit, okay, not season 1, episode 2, but episode 2, just episode 2, not season 1, episode 2. Either way, getting that out of the way. Anyway, Night Manager. Let's get on to it. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap you the pros, cons, and final score. First off, man. Pine is at the hotel, or Mr. Pine, or otherwise known as, I don't even know, but I'm going to say Tom Hiddleston, okay? I'm just going to say Loki, Tom Hiddleston, but his last name is Pine. Either was Jonathan Pine, I believe was his name. It's kind of hard to actually, it's the first episode. Don't need that. So, Jonathan is at the hotel, man. He meets this girl, and there's these list of purchases that he sees. He makes a bunch of copies, and, if the purchases are by Freddie Hamid, and he ends up, there's a napalm on there, guns, turrets, war, basically starting a war, or stopping a rebellion with this, cash and everything. So he shows, the British Embassy, or his friend at the British Embassy and everything, and the girl is now in trouble, and she has a beaten eye and everything, and, basically, there's this guy looking for her, and that's where Jonathan basically takes the girl, and he's like, I should probably get you out of here and, help you out. So he takes Samar to this hideout, and what do they do? Sex. They go at it, man. It's really actually well done scene. But hey, do you need help? Oh, okay, all right, there you go. You're lucky, But he's Tom Hiddleston. I'm not Tom Hiddleston. No, I am not. Anyway, he wants to take her to England. He's like, that's just an idea, but it doesn't end up working. She's back at the hotel because there's a problem going on where he ends up calling her and stuff, and she's like, I want to do, he says England's not going to work, and then she ends up going back to the hotel. She walks in, she's all sassy and everything. She walks back in, all that good stuff. She heads upstairs. Anne calls to help. This girl named Anne, she calls and she's like, I know this girl. You need to stop. Go help her. Go upstairs and go check on her. Get her out of the hotel, man. Make sure she's out of that hotel. Jonathan goes up the stairs, man. She's dead on the floor. Beaten, dead, shot dead, whatever it was, man. She's dead on the floor. That's it. She's gone. All right. What's going to happen next? 4 years later. Kidding. No, 4 years later. 4 years later. That was the part that pissed me off. I'm just saying, 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years later. God. And he looks the same. He has the same hair. He has not even a stub on his face. He has the same look 4 years later. Mind you, he's Tom Hiddleston, but still. Anyway, he's looking at stuff, and basically, I don't know what I wrote. Oh, Switzerland. He's in Switzerland now, so he's even more secluded from the world. Roper arrives, man. Roper comes in. Hugh Laurie walks in like a boss and everything. House, walks in, being a pimp and everything. He's like, you know who I am? And, goes through all that stuff. Tim Roth would be awesome in this show. Tim Roth talks and, yeah, I love you, honey bunny, and just goes right at it, man. I would love Tim Roth in this show. Anyway, they talk and everything. They go to a room, and champagne's going on. The girl's like, babe, bring me more shampoo. And I'm just like, oh my, I think she means champagne. I'm just like, fuck. I hope she's kidding. I hope she's kidding really bad, because if she meant champagne, oh my god. She's from New York. That explains a lot. I'm kidding. I'm from South Texas. But apparently we ride horses, so, So anyway, there's this package that comes in, and Hugh Laurie's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for the impressions. If I know if any British viewers, or I know I get some, from around the world. I love you guys, man. I love you a lot. I like talking in impressions sometimes. So I'm not doing it to hurt anyone or anything. You guys do it better, obviously, because you're British. But I love you. Anyway, so he's like, hey, bring the package up, man. I'm going to get the package. Anyway, so he ends up opening the package, Tom Hiddleston, and there's these cards or these little cell things and everything. So, he goes through the trash and everything and even gets more stuff that Hugh Laurie threw out. He gets, chips, the little chips. He calls Angela and he meets her and he wants to put Pine in Roper's... She wants to put Pine, or Jonathan, in Roper's operation, like a little spy, go in the inside, So, we're all involved. Like, I don't want to be involved. Well, we're all involved. What do I think about this premiere overall, man, this episode? First off, let me tell you, Hugh Laurie, dude, Roper, the character, he is, you can tell when you see him, there's something wrong with him. There's something massively wrong. He's a great villain. Hugh Laurie is a really tremendous actor, man. I really enjoy him in this show so far. I gotta say, and I'm not like, oh my god, I'm not like, getting paid to say this or anything. I'm just saying, Hugh Laurie, every scene he's in, he steals the show. You know what I mean? Like, cut all that crap out of that BS shit, all that slow shit, and bring Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston in a room for an hour talking about cat videos on the internet. And there you go. You have my money right there, man, because it's so damn interesting when Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston are on screen together. Tom Hiddleston, again, fantastic act. So far what I've seen of him, man, really very talented man. And I love him in this role for sure. I'm the night manager. I still don't know whether the night manager is he supposed to be like I don't know, like, because he really looks like a Bond type of guy. And I remember when he's like, yeah, I could be a James Bond, Well, he's really doing a good job for, being that nice, seductive man. So he does have that look to him, man. We'll say he's a little skinny, but he definitely, he's really a good part of the show. The opening, dude, I love the intro as well. The whole intro, the intros are fantastic. One of the best intros I've ever seen. Breaking Bad's one of the greatest TV shows of all time. I'm not a big fan of the intro, like, it's just like, ding, 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 and it shows the elements and everything. Not a bad intro, of course, but I'm just saying, like, it's the greatest show of all time, and then it has that intro. And this, man, it has a fantastic intro, like, a very creative way. But the opening of the show, when he's at the hotel and everything, and you see him go through the crowd, and you know how the public is around that area, and the rebellion going on, so that was a cool opening there. Samira's death, or that girl who died, that was something that it was brutal, it was bloody. We didn't get to actually see her die, but the way it looked in the crime scene, it definitely was, really brutal. And it is an intense show. There are some scenes where, the dialogue or what's going to go on in the future is just something intense and something to fear within the characters for Tom Hiddleston and Hugh Laurie. The cons about this show, man, I didn't like some of the scenes there are, and it's all part of the story. It's all part of building up, bro. It's the first episode. Not every scene is. And I was looking at this, alright, cool. But there are quite some scenes that are just slow. Like, really paced slow. And especially with Angela's character. Like, when Angela was talking, like, before she even met Tom Hiddleston and everything, it was just introducing them, of course, but it was just so slow. It was like, everything's slow and slow and slow. And then they go back to Tom Hiddleston. Alright, it's a little okay, but the pacing in here is a little bit off, man. And I didn't like the ending. We're all involved, and then that's basically... I spent an hour and 15 minutes watching this show, and... alright, so I know it's setting up everything, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad episode or anything, but just just like, alright, I spent an hour and 15 minutes sitting down just to have that. But, alright, we'll see where that goes from there. The 4-year jump, and I understand, but 4 years, dude, come on, 4 years, jeez. Crazy. Alright. And the girl comes back and dies. That's one thing where I was like, dude, you could have stopped her from coming back. You didn't have to let her actually... Like, she just basically walked into her death, basically. That was just one of the scenes where, just personally, in my opinion, I was like, really? She just walked all fathy and everything? You're not going to be like, what are you doing here? what are you doing? No, don't do it. You know, like, say something. Speak up, Hiddleston. Anyway, overall, I'm going to end up giving the Night Manager series premiere a B+. I thought it was a really good episode, man. Really, really well done. I like the directing here. I like the feeling and the tone of the show. A few pacing problems, you know, little things that go on here and there. But other than that, really, really interesting show, and it's 5 more episodes left, so it's simple for me to watch, man. If this was a 10-episode show or 13-episode show, I don't think I would. I don't think I would watch it. But since it's only 6 episodes, all right, we'll see where that goes from there. So, comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the Night Manager, and I'll be seeing you next week for more. Until next time, make sure to like, comment, and share the video, and hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate that. Like my Facebook page down below. All the goody two-shoes of the world. I love to thank all of y'all. And Brits, I love you guys. And everyone from the other side of the world, baby. Love and peace from America. And from me, South Texas. Thank you guys so much. And no, we do not ride horses. I ride horses to school. No, we don't. No, we do not. But that would be cool, though. I would rather ride a horse than drive a vehicle. Bye-bye.